Higher English shorthand 120 words per minute. AP November 68. Ladies and gentlemen, I have great pleasure in welcoming you to this, the 31st annual general meeting of the company. The balance sheet and the profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 1968, as well as the report of the directors have been in your hands for some time now, and with your permission I shall take them as read. The year under review has been one of great stress and strains on our company. Several important factors, many of them outside our control, have been affecting our working. The impact of the recession on the economy has been decreasing during the year, and even though the chemical industry as such has not been too seriously affected directly, the effect on consuming industries like textiles, paper, soap, vanaspati, etc., have inevitably drawn the alkali industry also into its eddies. While there have been some signs of economic recovery, there is no doubt that the country has yet to recover fully from the effects of the economic recession of the past 1.5 years. Last year, I had occasion to mention about the effects of over ambitious planning in certain sectors of the industry. The alkali industry is a case in point. The installed capacity for caustic soda production in April this year has already reached 3 lakh tons, while the country's consumption is at present only of the order of 2 lakh tons. It is understood that further projects to the capacity of 2 lakh tons have been licensed based on unrealistic estimated increase in demand. My own reading of the situation is that even at the end of the fourth plan period, the demand might not increase above 4 lakh tons, and I feel that the installation of capacity in excess of current licensed levels might not be warranted. Faulty or over ambitious planning leads to a lot of difficulties and results in a wastage of scarce resources. There is an urgent need for a reassessment of demand based on more realistic assumptions. In the case of the caustic soda industry, self sufficiency has been reached already, and there is overproduction to the extent of probably 50,000 tons annually. The effect of this surplus began to be left during later half of previous year, leading to uneconomical price realization and eventually to some amount of unutilized installed capacity. This, combined with retardation in the growth of demand due to the textile recession, has hit the caustic soda industry particularly during the second half of 1967-68. Our production also was to some extent affected during the same period. Fortunately, due to a gradual revival of consumer demand and due to our selling efforts, the position has considerably eased since the close of the financial year, and I am happy to say that our order books are in a very healthy state right now. On the question of prices, the Tariff Commission, which conducted a detailed inquiry into the caustic soda industry last year, submitted its report to the central government after the deliberation, the government came to the conclusion in my last that there was no need for price control over the caustic soda industry in view of the excess of production over demand and in view of the price level being more or less in line with those worked out by the tariff commission at the time. Since the date of the Tariff Commission inquiry, there were further increases in the cost of raw materials and power, and so the industry as a whole considered remedial measures to be taken. Dear friend, as you have always supported our work in the past and ordered our New Year cards in the previous year, I thought you would like to see the enclosed illustrations which we have produced this year in aid of crippled children. Cards and catalogs are supplied complete with envelopes and bear the following greetings. Every good wish for the new year. May the new year bring you good health and prosperity, and so on. These are available only in pockets of 12 assorted cards, 6 design in colors, and 6 in black and white. To allow the best terms, the cards have been priced per dozen, and we shall therefore be grateful if orders were possible or for not less than 12 of a kind. It will greatly help us to give prompt attention to your order if you will kindly fill in the dispatch label enclosed with the order form. Please post early as we cannot guarantee delivery of orders received after 1st March. Wherever possible, orders will be sent within a week of receipt. Should you desire to have your name and address printed on the cards, please complete section B on the order form. Special rates for this service, in addition to the cost of the cards, are 100 cards and under rupees 5 plus 3 rupees for every additional 100 cards are part of a 100 up to 1,000. Yours sincerely.